Hi, everyone, and welcome to Truth Be Told. All right, we're going to go around the world from Aries to Pisces. Let's get started. Also, time stampers, thank you. I usually try to get into my comments to say thank you to each and every one of you, but you do know that I am so grateful. Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get started. Aries. Aries. Okay. Look, you came out front and center. I love it. Front and center with the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles. Well, aren't we delightfully working on ourselves and thinking of new ways and new opportunities that we can gain more freedom? Maybe your job allows you to, to do what it is that you want, to go where you want, in the sense of you're your own boss, right? Working hard on yourself to establish a new ways of certain things, like seeing things in a different perspective, trying to kind of have the freedom to seek your own guidance, to be your own self, in the sense of how you view certain things at certain times of the year. How does that, if that sounds right? It's about establishing a freedom under every aspect of the moon, right? Having that great happiness be your center of happiness. It's not that you're bound. For some of you, it's a general, not being bound to your job, just doing a really good job, working hard, but also having the flexibility to play hard and do what you want. I mean, it is general, but let me look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is what you're figuring out right now. You're figuring out that, this hurt, and now I'm free. Whatever that means to you. It doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. It could mean the end of what one lifestyle was that drove you right to the ground, pretty much. It's like, I'm not doing that again. I don't want to be that person anymore, and I refuse. Well, that should be everyone's go-to narrative, right? Work hard and play hard. Come on. All right, Taurus. This flew out. Two of Pentacles. Taurus. I'm being really serious, too. I am. The new narratives are about what makes us happy, not what society says makes us happy. Okay, Two of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, love it, Taurus. So, celebrating what you've left behind. Celebrating the way in which you left it behind. You were very to the point. You were honest. You or another that went to get together once again. We have a little sense of one or the other. It was either someone left feeling not so great, a little confused, is this going to happen or not? And the other is like celebrating, oh my gosh, yeah. It was great. The reunion. So some of you could have reunited with someone and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that we're back together. And then others are like, well, they left and I'm still questioning whether we're even like going to try this over again or not. So let me get a card for Taurus on the Two of, yeah. I don't think So it's very clear that for some of you, you're celebrating some sort of renewal. For others, it's like, we don't see eye to eye. I don't think it's happening. It's going to be a long road ahead if I do give this person another chance. Let me look at the bottom of the deck for this. Yeah. What you need to make sure is, if you're dealing, this is your card, Taurus Libra here. If you are dealing with either this relationship has the ability to grow or it doesn't. Someone could be uncertain also if they're pregnant. They are, or they're getting ready to be. Maybe that was the question, and some are extremely ecstatic that we're pregnant, and others are like, I'm not sure if I am, but I may be, and that may cause someone some conflict of interest. If it's not pregnancy, it is about the growth and potential of growth in a relationship. Gemini. Gems. Gem. Gemini. The 5 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. So we go from feeling this had to end. I had to walk away. It's not a matter of, I had to say goodbye. I had to leave. I had to go. And I'm going to my happy place. I'm going to feel what I've always wanted, which is happiness, commitment to self, establishing a great, solid family foundation. And literally, I'm going for what makes me happy. I'm no longer going to be sad and crying over things that have not panned out in my life. I've been there, done that. I've learned my lessons, and now I know that, Gemini, I know what makes me happy, and I'm going for it. And nothing's going to stand in your way. It's just not going to happen. Let me get one card on the 4 of Cups. Look at that. I am not going to be conflicted over people, places, or things that don't make me happy. It's just not going to happen. And I say it's people, places, or things because she's leaving one turbulent place and or person. This is a place or person, and going to the happy place versus the place that gives nothing but just like, we don't see eye to eye. We're not on the same page. We just have to realize that, and you've realized that there are certain things in life that are expired. Like food gets expired, and I have to say, so do people. People, places, and things. You know, like my leaving LA. My time had expired. Now I'm in Chicago, and whether or not that's something that I even anticipated for myself, it makes no difference to me. I'm still happy because it's not, and this, I guess, is the main point that they're telling me to bring up my story here about, is it's not the location. It's not a location. It's not a geographical happiness, or it's not another person that's going to make you happy, Geminis. It's not. The happiness has to come from within. Cancers. Cancer. The Hangman. The 10 of Cups. I'm sorry, 10 of Pentacles. Hello. And the King of Swords. Cancer. Well, look at you. You are flying high, feeling great. Oh my gosh, the money has come in. I'm feeling amazing because whatever you were waiting for, it's a payout. You got the payout. You worked hard for it. You are now detaching from everything, because I don't know, for some of you, this could have been like the lottery win, right? I mean, hello, how exciting. You're seeing life with different lenses because of the freedom that it gives you to know that you have, and or another, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, has placed so much time, effort, and freedom in whatever it is that this depicts. This is a freedom. You've set yourself free by putting in the hard work, and it's due diligence. It's you and or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's you guys are work together. This could be a lawyer, a mortgage broker. This is someone who's so extremely happy and set free because they've earned it. This is earnings. I'm going to take one more card here. Look at. Okay, so it could be that a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius has left the building and you are extremely happy, right, Cancer, because you got what you deserved, and so did they. They are walking away with the lessons and the lessons that were maybe... So on one hand, Cancers, you are walking away from, or someone walked away, giving you the ability and the freedom and flexibility to do whatever it is you want, and the freedom, financial freedom, right? The payout. And the other got freed and is free and learned their lesson that I'm not going here. I'm not coming back. We're not going to do this. Now, if you're with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some of you, it's not that you've lost someone, a relationship. It could be a divorce, yes, but if it's not, others of you have learned your lesson and now have gained a new sense of freedom and independency within a relationship that gives you great joy, comfort, and abundant feelings of the freedom that it gives. Yeah. A lot of you deal, Cancers, with the air signs. And if it's not a person, place, or thing, it is literally learning the lessons of one's past. Whomever has left, you learned, and now you passed that grade. You know what I mean? Okay. Leo. Wow. 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. Well, Leo. First thing I heard is someone lost their job and is worried that they cannot make their financial obligations. They cannot continue the way that they are. And it was a high-paying job. If you're not getting, some of you are not getting sleep and need to get some sleep so that you can heal this and move on. Let me look at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, it's a divorce. Okay. Leos, you have yourself here coming out front and center. So it clearly depicts that, you know, you're either still upset about it's either a loss of a job or loss of money. Let me look at what's going on here. Hold on. For you guys. You came out. Okay, so you're going to be fine. Leos, you're going to be fine. Right now, you're dealing with probably crap. You're dealing with people's insecurities and or your own. of not, you know, attaining, you know, the big ticket, right? The big bucks, right? But it's about a loss. So either you lost money or someone's gaining money from a divorce, some kind of a legal situation that maybe you don't think that it's going to happen. Maybe someone lost their job and now they're wondering if they're going to get another one. And it comes out as, yeah, I am. I'm going to be fine. You are going to be fine, Leo. You came out in your own reading. You're going to be fine. You just really have to start getting some sleep and stop worrying about it in the sense that it is going to make an impact, right? What you think manifests. So make sure that the things, financial issues or the job issue, the loss of money, the gain of money, it's coming. You're going to get another job. You're going to get your due diligence insofar as how hard you've worked. You've worked really hard and you deserve it. But do you believe that you do? Right? The sun came out, so you're going to be fine. Okay. Some of you maybe, okay, so for some of you, the uncertainty of your finances, just in general, as you have been uncertain as to how it's going to all pan out, it's going to be fine. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So what we have here is, wow, something didn't work, but now I'm really like ecstatic and happy because a wish is coming true out of this ending or this offering of love that maybe was not accepted at one time, gave you the freedom to accept another in love that is more stable, secure and honest and fun. I feel like someone's going from a really dud and dead end relationship to now the freedom to party it up and maybe look for something new. I am going to tell you that if you have ended a relationship that has given you this freedom to do what you want, be mindful of being the, you know, equanimity of a relationship. If it hasn't been an emotional roller coaster per se, or a relationship that's fair and just, right? We end up wanting relationships that are not going to place us in some kind of a prison. We want to be free and happy, and that's what you're doing. So some of you Virgos have decided that I'm going to be happy and I'm going to start all over again in a new relationship. I know what I want now. I know that from all of my past history, those things that were not right for me ended up not right for me, and I can deal. Bottom of the deck. That's right. Endings. So whatever gave you your freedom, you're happy now, Virgo, and you're like, okay, then that was a Scorpio. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, whatever ended has ended. You're happy about it, and you're like, you know, I think you got over it, honestly. You got over it. You're over it. It took you a while. All right. Libra. Libra. Okay, so I got the same Eight of Swords, so I'm going to take one more just to ensure we have, okay. We have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Judgment. So, let's just say that, okay, Libra, we're not, listen to me, we're not going back. We're not going backwards. We're moving forwards. We are going to free ourselves from anyone and anything that is going to block us from our true happiness. We're not going to take it anymore. I feel that so strongly. I don't want this again. I am tired of repeating patterns. I'm tired of people. First of all, we're not tired. We are not accepting of people who come back and want to try and run us down to the ground, who try to manipulate, who try to get one over, I'm better than you feeling. We're not accepting anyone any longer. And this is a wake-up call for you. It's a wake-up call to now focus and hone in on what makes you happy and not dealing with these people who are critical of us, who lie and cheat and manipulate and try to tell stories that are not true or not the complete truth of one's story. We're now going toward our happy place, and that's it right here. I'm not going back to someone who can't make a commitment. Remember that. You're not. If someone is not capable emotionally, it's not as much emotionally as I feel literally someone who thinks they're smarter than you, wiser than you, and like, you know, Libras, someone who comes in and says, oh, all the right things, but it still falls short of the real thing. Remember that. Remember where you've been and where you are today. Sometimes we just let people come back and they just continue to do the same old, same old. And listen, we have to take responsibility for that, Libras. We're not having it. There's a 5 there. That's the change. The change that you're going to make is you're freeing yourself from all those people who are trying to sabotage your happiness. It's not happening. Scorpio. Scorps. Scorpio, 8 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Hangman, right? So Scorpios, if you're reaching out, I'm going to take another card on the 5 of Swords here. Hold on. Because it was in the other. Here it is. Okay, so like you're reaching out and waiting for someone to get back to you, right? And the thing is Scorpio, what is it that you want to hear that hasn't been said already? Seriously. It's all been said. It's all been rectified insofar as someone's waited a long time for a commitment, waiting and waiting, wondering if that person is feeling the same vibe as you. And clearly, you could be waiting forever. You or someone else. So listen, Scorpios, what are these 5 of Swords telling you about someone's ability or inability to commit? Right? Why are you still hanging around? Or why would anyone else, maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, want to be hanging around to someone who's not able to make, and this is the clarifier of that 5 of Swords, someone who says they're going to make a commitment but can't make the commitment. Maybe they're married. In their mind's eye. I'm telling you right now, so many people waste lifetimes waiting for someone to commit. Don't wait any longer, Scorpio, and either is anyone else. Let's heal this. Let's move on from this and just realize that if someone's unable to make a solid commitment to you or vice versa, then let's just heal from it and accept it. It is about allowing what will be to be. Our values. Some of you have the issue of, well, the way that I see a relationship should be this way, and the others are saying, well, wait a second, I don't agree with that. I don't want that. Do you know? But you've had plenty of time to figure it out, or to you know, talk it out. And the same old thing occurs. Therefore, let's move on. Sag. Sag, well, look at this. Okay, the Hierophant came out, the Hermit and the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. So, Saggies, if you're dealing with a Virgo, potentially, the Virgo stands out to me because he's in the center. I think you need some introspection about who, what, and where you want in your life, Saggies. What do you want? Are you dealing with someone who's in the public eye that you're not able to make a commitment, or they're not? Are you still upset about a relationship that couldn't get any further than the physical? Are you able, I'm going to say this is a general read, don't get upset. I was going to say don't get your panties in a bunch, but seriously, there needs to be some massive inner reflection about relationships. And do you come to the table, Saggies, with just the chemistry and not the commitment? Unable emotionally to commit, but when it comes to the chemistry, you're all in? Is it really about that when we look at the sacred bond and union of two people? That is the question that remains. And the bottom of the deck is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you are dealing with, Saggies, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, are you in it to win it? Are you all in? Or are you just, well, it was a good run? And maybe you're asking that of someone else that maybe you were dating, or you're going out dating, and you're not sure if someone was being honest about whether they wanted a true commitment or whether they were just saying it to, to have fun. And if it's you, then that is your question. You must be able to answer that. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, this fell out. I'm going to take these two. All right, Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So, Capricorn, if you are dealing with mother and child, right? We have mother, child, and yourself. Then this is, a beautiful rendition of solid working together with passion and grace and much love. I think I've said it for the last two readings from the monthlies that this page comes showing us the beautiful cardinals depicting a past loved one that has passed on to crossed over. It could be a crossing over of a mother and or child, but I don't feel that at all. Right now, I am going to say it because it's here, but I feel more importantly, it is a new start, a new beginning with a mother and a child that you're dealing with, that you love. It could be someone from the other side. Exactly, right? But it's already happened, okay? It is a message, Capricorn, from a loved one on the other side about how you are raising your children, how you have been, how you are loved from every angle and every aspect of your life. Wow, how beautiful is that, right? So someone clearly, Capricorn, has your heart. Whether it be here or someone on the other side, they're showing up as real great love within. I love it. It's very sweet. I felt really like a sweet vibe of either a child or a mother of a child. Yeah. You could be the child, or you could be the father of that child missing the mother, right? Or something of that nature. And Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio came out, and when the Death card came out, it was Scorpio. So it could be a Scorpio that has crossed over that you're dealing with, okay, Capricorn? That is sending you much love from the other side. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, we have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So, the back and forth is causing you so much anguish. The back and forth. It's either the literal movement of going from warm climate to cold climate and just like not being secure in like where it is you're going to land and worrying about it. Where are you going to land? You know, in a warm climate with, you know, that maybe lends itself to be too expensive, or a cold climate that you're like, you know, you are going, it's almost as the way, it's kind of the way that I'm speaking right now, right? You're not self-assured as to where you're going, where you're headed, and you're questioning your every move. There it is. Masculine and feminine. So you're not, maybe there's someone who's like, there's days that, oh my gosh, we are meshing, everything's so cool, copacetic, and then there's other days where it's like, man, I just left and I just have no idea what's going on. I don't know how they feel. They're not necessarily more, if you're with someone, Aquarius, that's more in the talking vibe of saying mean things and you don't know why, you don't know what pushes people to say the things that are hurtful, right? It's some of this is verbal abuse. I feel this is verbal abuse and you don't want to take it anymore, but maybe you have no other place to go, right? And you're really, if you aren't praying, pray. Pray for those whom, pray for you, and pray for those who are verbally abusive. It's not physical, it's verbal. It's like one day you're really nice, everything's good, and then the next day you're not. I'm so confused. What's the deal? Right? And that does get really, right? Work on yourself, Aquarius, and you'll find your answers. Work on yourself. Don't rely on others to make you happy, right? It's easier said than done. We become complacent sometimes, and we, especially now, right? It's the holiday season, and we don't want to walk away because you didn't put that much time into it, but it is 3. It could be 3 months. For some, it's 3 years. But something's like itching at you, annoying you, of how someone verbally talks to you. Maybe talks down to you, right? Okay, Pisces. Pisces, the Hangman, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Well, we have two knights. So this could be children, right? Waiting for two children to decipher where they're headed, right? One's on they're both, wait, 1 second. One is on, let's talk about this. One child, perhaps, has the wherewithal of knowledge and strength and is a little armored, but still is ready to make that leap. Take that plunge. Let's go. I'm doing it. I don't know where that may lead, but I'm going for it because I know what I need to do in this point in time, right? And then the other child could be, well, I'm really not sure. I really want to make a lot of money. These could be your kids, right? I really want to make a lot of money. They're hanging. There's two, there's two children who are hanging in limbo as to maybe a job opportunity or where do we want to go in terms of what job, what type, the education, the knowledge. Maybe some of your kids or one child needs to go back to school to get a trade, if you will, of some sort so that they can be happy and established and then can free you from the chains that bind of the financial burden, perhaps. We always want, literally, our kids to have, a good education, whatever that is. It doesn't necessarily require a 4-year college education. It could be a trade school education. It doesn't matter. You're just hoping that these two can make decisions, or one of your kids can literally make a decision as to what they want to do when they grow up, right? Some of us don't know. So some of us are just hanging around, getting our feels in for what it is we really want to get our hands. What do we want to do with our hands? What do we want to do with our, you're trying. Okay, so the children or child in your life is giving you some feelings that are very transparent. They're not lying to you. They're being really, seriously, honestly saying, Mom, Dad, I really don't know. I'm really in limbo because I don't know what I love to do. I don't know where my heart really is. I really want to make a difference in my life, but I don't know what it is that I'd even want to go back to school for. But what I do know is I will put in the effort. I will put in the effort and the time, and I will gain knowledge, and I will ultimately get what it is that I rightfully feel I deserve. Some of you are putting a child through school using your funds, okay? But so what, right? Maybe it's putting a child through hair school or, the beauty industry or engineering, I hear, and or technology, right? What's to come. Maybe you're helping financially do that for one of your children or two of them. What's wrong with that, right? Nothing. Okay. A collective oracle. Let's see what's happening. I'm using the karma cards for that. A lot of things in our lives are changing now as we have been wiser, right? We hope. Okay, let's go. We are focusing and honing in on our goals, right? We are making decisions based upon what it is that we want to attain. We need to confront what it is in terms of how our day-to-day looks. We need a real sense of making decisions based upon how things will unfold that are fair and just. Some of us are literally forcing ourselves to make major changes in our lives in order to seek what it is that we want to attain. We have to realize that all that we came from and all that we are in the present moment is all that is. The drive, the actions, the dedication to what we share with others, how we share with others, in all relationships, partnerships, whatever it is, that we understand the spiritual value of what we feel is our truth, and how we're going to establish that growth within not only ourselves, but with others and the things that we want to represent. We're about right now representing every person, place, and thing must be a representation of what you value, spiritually, emotionally, financially, independently of self. Have a great day. I send you so much love. And if you need me, I'm here. Take care.